can make one myself, if there is no volunteers. Just to try to link the different sessions between today and yesterday, I think there is consensus that artificial intelligence is an opportunity for the energy transition. We have heard about stabilization, flexibility, electrification, more renewables. We have the illustration of Ireland. Nothing compares to Ireland. How little resource like solar energy is being maximized thanks to technology and regulation, implementing also the overall European legal and policy framework as explained by Fanny. But she also said that now, she mentioned a key word now in Brussels, which is omnibus, which is undoing what has been done. Europe is very good at producing paperwork and then to produce more paperwork, so to do and undo legislation. Von der Leyen 1 was about legislation. Von der Leyen 2 is about undoing what was been done the previous 5 years. And this is maybe because of the competing policy priorities. That was one of the sessions yesterday. Decarbonization is one objective, but what is the role for fossil fuels? The increase of consumption of natural gas in Europe shows that renewables are not replacing fossil fuels, but adding to fossil fuels, conventional sources. And then there was also a presentation about other priority aspects, human rights, of course, related to climate change, biodiversity. What's the link between renewables and biodiversity? Renewables imply extraction activities in the oceans, deep sea mining in all countries, in Serbia, in Indonesia, in Canada, in Greenland. So there is a race for these new minerals to decarbonize. What's the impact on biodiversity? And who will make this, who will decide these competing priorities? Are governments still enjoy national sovereignty? Luca Lo Schiavo was saying before that European energy consumers, in a way, are a hostage of the political crisis and deadlock of what's happening in France. So maybe France has the feeling that they are enjoying some national autonomy, if they use nuclear or not, but that has an impact on the rest of Europe. Yesterday was mentioned a case law before the Court of Justice that Poland is not happy with the impact of the ETS system on the national energy mix, because Europe is interfering in the national energy sovereignty of Poland. Now in this presentation, it was just mentioned that the region, Southeast Europe, is a policy maker or a policy taker, but I think that applies now for all governments. So what is, how the energy sector, how the decarbonization, the climate threat, the biodiversity threat is affecting, for lawyers, the institutional and the composition and the structure of the states that have been developed for the past centuries. We don't know, maybe artificial intelligence or ChatGPT can help with the answer. Yeah.
Yeah, if we have a couple of minutes more, I would like to highlight an issue that I did not want to make a long time for this. And this is actually what we call that the technology, the legacy, and the market must work together. If something is missing, then we can have problems. Let me tell an example for this, a positive example and a negative example as well. A positive example that there is a frequency control market where the asset owners can give services and then they can earn money for that. I showed it. But the frequency control is slow control. Also the FCR and the AFFR, they're very slow. And if something happens that way, that the change of frequency is too much, then these kind of controls cannot balance it. But the inertia means that the generators have a mechanical energy. When it rotates and the frequency changes, then it automatically, continuously compensates it. But in the last years, we have more and more electronic inverters, converters, and so on. And because of this, the ratio of the generators is much less, and the inertia is less and less and less. Actually, this happened this year in Spain, and this happened in England as well. In 2019. The problem was that the generator has fallen out, and because of this, suddenly the production changed, and because of this change, the frequency went lower very fast, and the automatic frequency control could not regulate it. For this, there is a possibility. It is called synthetic inertia, which is actually already stated in the ENSOE grid code, but for the synthetic inertia, we do not have any market. Actually, the synthetic inertia could solve these kind of problems, but there is no market, even though the technology is there. We also installed a pilot project in Hungary, and it works very good. But nobody wants to buy it because there is no market for this. And this is a negative example that the legacy did not follow the real problems, and I would propose to control this as well.
Thank you. Any question or comment from the room? Professor Cameron? No? Yes, yeah, that we have the last comment. It's a question to the organizers.